Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Noles will kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the run, it's Simon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Owens. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Punts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The offense changing the play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Owens. Unloads it downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Back to pass, it's Owens. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Stands in and takes the hit. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Dropping back, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Noles! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Okay, 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds his man. It's Simon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's Barry. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Simon. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's McCutcheon. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Now, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him and explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Simon. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down.
Jackrabbit.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. Got it in the middle, it's McCutcheon. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Running to Green. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looking deep down the right side. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Under fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to adjust the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward.
On the ready. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Owens. Makes the grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Moves.
Kill.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
25.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Owens. The quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sends it back in motion. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Break.
Defense playing a bail technique. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Going deep. He's got it down the left side. Here he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's taken. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Here comes the Texas offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming.
Terrier. Cobra.
Back to throw. It's Owens. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
Texas.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Here's the handoff. He's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Iowa State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking to pass. It's Owens. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2.
Timber. Set. Ready.
Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
No good. That keeps the score. Florida State 48.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Number 19. Set to advance on the football. Texas.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Madden. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Benedict. Pulled down for the tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That's caught. It's Terry. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Owens. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Uncorks one. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
He'll set up to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to surge it in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Berry. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Madden. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Mitchell. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
To the air. It's Owens. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Terry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Got a man. It's McCutcheon. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking...
He's looking deep. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Wide open downfield. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got it in the middle. It's Shannon. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down. You get out of bounds. You work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They just keep firing. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking for the two-point try. To the air, it's Owens. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air on first down. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Knowles! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to pass, it's Owens. Makes the grab down the middle. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical.
He caught it! Touchdown, Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to throw, it's Berry. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really